Welcome to the Nebraska Prep Zone podcast. I'm Stu Pospisil. Mike Patterson is away for a week or two. I hope it's an excellent adventure for him. I'm sure it is. But we're going to take a look at baseball and soccer as we do during the spring. And this week I was able to do the baseball ratings for the first time since I had the beat back in 1990. So had to get the dust off the baseball bat and the glove, and found out that in Class A, every one of the ranked teams last week lost at least once, sometimes more than once. There were only two teams in the entire Class A division that didn't have a loss last week. So when everything shook out, it was Millard West back up to number one in the overall top 10 and Class A. Millard South was second. Gretna third. Gretna had a good week last week. Lincoln East, which had been number one, fell to number four after a couple losses, won in its own tournament. Omaha Creighton Prep, 13-11, playing a very strong schedule, sitting fifth. Rest of the top 10 is Millard South, Elkhorn North, Bellevue West, Papillion-La Vista South in ninth, and Lincoln Southeast had moved into the top 10 at number 10 after not being ranked a week ago, although they were 10th in Class A at that time. The new team in Class A this week is Lincoln Southwest at 12-10. The Silverhawks had one of the better weeks in Class A last week, and we have about another week to go of the regular season before districts begin on May 5th, and by then Mike will be back and he can try and sort all this out. In Class B, Elkhorn North, as we said, number 7 overall, number 1 in Class A. The rest of the top 10, Norris, Wahoo, Elkhorn, Omaha Gross complete the top 5 in Class B. Omaha Scott, Platte Valley, Waverly and Hastings got back into the ratings this week at 8 and 9, and Bennington stayed at 10th. In Class C1, Malcolm knocked off number 2 Central City last week after a loss earlier in the week to Platteview, but the Clippers stay at number 1. Central City's 2, Plattsmouth moved up a rung to 3, followed by Platteview, Adams Central, Douglas County West, Lincoln Christian, Omaha Roncalli, Arlington, and Wayne. So the big tournament this week in Class A is the Don Kraft Invitational that starts Thursday at Millard South, and then as alluded to before, districts are only a week off. Now when we shift to soccer, Class A will have its district pairings come out later this week. Games through last night, that was the cutoff, and based on the points and how I see it in Class A boys, the number 1 seed should be Lincoln Southwest, Gretna number 2, Omaha South number 3, Papillion-La Vista South number 4, Millard South number 5, Omaha Creighton Prep 6, and Lincoln Southeast number 7. So they would have home field advantage through the 2 rounds that they'll need to advance to the state tourney, along with 1 wild card in Class A. The possible finals pairings in Class A boys could be Lincoln Southeast, Millard North, Omaha Bryan, Creighton Prep. In District 5 would be Kearney and Millard South. In District 4 would be Columbus and Papillion-La Vista South. Number 3 could be the Battle of the Souths, Elkhorn South and Omaha South. Omaha Westside versus Gretna in District 2, and Millard West against Lincoln Southwest in District 1. Again, it's a really balanced field in soccer this year. Nick Rubik will have his new ratings out on Saturday in advance of district tournaments. Among the results in boys in just the past couple days, Omaha Westside, which is sitting about 13th in the power points, knocked off Papillion-La Vista South, and Omaha South moved up in the power points with a good win over Gretna. So very unsettled, much like Class A baseball is. Should be an exciting postseason. In Class A girls, The top 7 seeds and home field advantage throughout appear to be Gretna, followed by Lincoln Southwest, Lincoln East, Omaha Marion, Omaha Westside, Lincoln Pius X, and Millard West. Potential district finals could be Papillion La Vista versus Millard West in District 7, Millard North versus Lincoln Pius X in 6, Columbus versus Omaha Westside in 5, Millard South, Omaha Marion in 4, Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln East in 3, Elkhorn South and Lincoln Southwest in 2, and Kearney looking at undefeated Gretna in District 1. Gretna is one of the last 2 undefeated teams in girls soccer. The other one is Grand Island Northwest, heading the Class B power points, and the Vikings will have home field advantage, it looks, in sub-districts that will come up in the next few days. In track, among the top meets this week will be the Gretna Invitational on Thursday, and likewise the Omaha North Invitational Thursday at Omaha Benson. The Blair Invite's also another meet to watch this week. In golf and tennis, we are just a couple weeks away from metro tournaments around the Omaha area, and then we'll have districts in boys golf, and then the state championships will follow. So as I wing this without my good wingman, Mike Patterson, I'm Stu Pospisil. We'll see you the next time on the Nebraska Prep Zone podcast.